What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Austin Davis. I apologize, it's been so long since you guys have seen a video from me. About 10 days or so. You know, guys, it's the middle of the spring season, okay? It is March, April, May is if you're in the pressure washing business, you should be happy right now, because if you're not getting leads, I mean, work is everywhere, right? And so we just had an abundance of leads and work recently, and we've been really busy. So between me being out in the field and trying to grow my business, and then spending a lot of time to the over 400 members that are in my six-figure pressure washing program, spending time with them on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis on the phone, and trying to help and coach them, between that and then working on my business out in the field and growing my business that way. Unfortunately, the YouTube content kind of slacks in this time of year because I don't have that much time on my hands anymore, and getting to take the camera in the field with my microphones and getting everything set up in a sense where I can make a good video for you guys is getting harder and harder. So I apologize for that, but we're gonna do our best here, guys. I believe I'm awarded some level of rest and recovery during this period of the season. But let's get to the chase of this video, because I have some bombshell news for you guys that might come as a surprise. This is something that I never really imagined when I started my business a couple years ago, 4.5 years ago to be exact, but it's happening, and I think it's obviously my intent to share everything that goes on in my life and in my business with you guys. And the backstory is 4.5 years ago when I started my business, one of the first things I did was I took the top 3 guys that were on Google at that time, and I just called them. And I wanted to call them because I wanted to pick their brain. I wanted to say, hey, my name is Austin. I'm looking to get in this pressure washing business. Are any of y'all available to meet me for coffee? I'm a young hustler. I'm a good salesperson. I'm sure if there's jobs that I can't do or can't tackle, I'd love to pass it on to you, and vice versa. Maybe if you get too busy or I'm too busy, maybe we can form some level of a relationship. Well, 3 out of 4 of those guys on Google told me to F off, right? And one of those guys was the top company in Austin. And he's gotten to be a good friend of mine. And we met 4.5 years ago, and he kind of told me about his business. He talked to me about the pressure washing business. He has 3 or 4 guys that run his trucks currently. And we've just stayed in touch over the last 4.5 years. We've given jobs to each other. We've covered for each other. We've remained friends. There was an instance where 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, he wanted to purchase me and my business. I respectfully declined it, and we've just maintained a really good relationship over the last 4 years. Well, a couple months ago, we've been having some really thick and deep conversations about where we are at in our business and where we want to go, what our end goals are. And what we found out was we actually have a lot of the same goals. We want to grow to a multi-million-dollar power washing business. We want to scale to multiple cities. We want to have a sellable asset in the next 5 to 7 years. I think a lot of you guys that are getting into this business probably don't want to be doing pressure washing until you retire. I think a lot of people that get in the service business, want to build something up, have a nice cash business that cash flows, and then have something that's a sellable asset in some period of time, whether you want to ride it for 10 or 15 years, or 5 years. So that was always Christian and I's thing. Christian's the owner of the other company. And well, a couple months ago, we were talking about, hey, look, we have the same goals, we have the same vision. Instead of us trying to compete with one another, let's just do this together. And this was something that I really had to ponder in my head. Obviously, my goals with this business is I want to be the guy that grows a big company and scales it out, have multiple trucks and people, and eventually get there. But with all my other ventures, with the YouTube channel and the program and all the content that goes into that, it's gotten harder and harder for me to get my business to that level, just because I have a whole other business on the side that I have to put a lot of time into. And I talk to you guys almost every day. And so it's getting difficult for me to scale to that level. So a couple months ago, we were talking about it, and I said, hey, look, Austin, we have the same goals. We want to get to $1 million power washing company. Him in himself already is pretty close to $1 million power washing company, but together we can exceed $1 million here in our market alone, and we can go duplicate that same thing in other markets, San Antonio and Dallas. So instead of trying to compete with one another, let's just do it together. And that was something that I kind of had to think about, but the more and more I thought about it, it just began to make more sense. Eventually, I was a little turned off to the idea because, for all my life, I've been a single entrepreneur. I've built everything that I have right here has been my own doing. I never really contemplated the idea of having a partner. I understand the risks of partnerships and headaches that can go into that. I understand it's not no walk in the park, guys. But the more and more I thought about it, you know, if I want to get to a very, very high level in this business, I have to also come to the realization that sometimes and most times other companies that have gone to that kind of level, they have partnerships. They have great people. There's people working together. And there's things that I bring to the table that Christian, my new partner, lacks, i.e. Systems and operations as far as equipment, how to be more efficient, how to wash correctly. And there's a lot of things that our guys can improve on. And there's things that he does very, very well that I might lack, which is over 10 years of networking and connections of things that we can build off of. And for the longest time, we've just been competing with each other with bids. And, you know, it just come to a time where, you know, let's just do this together. So in the next 2 weeks, we'll be merging our two companies together. We're going to be operating under his name, and all leads will be funneled into one company. And I'm going to be an owner in that company as well. So as far as content going forward, guys, as far as me being on the truck washing, going to be very, very little of that. We're going to have 3 or 4 guys. We're going to have 2 trucks running. And our goal is to scale this into a multi-million-dollar power washing company. If you put my company and his company together, it's just over $1 million if you want to add up last year's revenue. So right now we're already there. And we're going to try and do the same thing in San Antonio and Dallas. So for the next 4 or 5 years, we got our work cut out after us. And, you know, it's funny when I go look back 4 years ago, and, you know, these little simple decisions that we make can easily change our course of life forever. You know, the decision I made to go on YouTube and check out this video of a kid washing a driveway and, you know, taking action on that and starting my whole power washing journey, to instead of looking at everyone like they're a competitor and we should be fighting with them and I should hate them, instead embracing them and building relationships and friendships. And here we go, 4 years have come by, and we're gonna merge together to form a partnership with the same goals and same aspirations, same vision, go out there and build a multi-million-dollar power washing company that we can eventually turn into a sellable asset in the next 5 or 7 years. So, which is a beautiful thing. And my thing has always been, you know, because it takes so much time to film and edit content and come up with new video ideas, and so much time managing my 6-figure pressure washing program and making sure the people in there are learning how to grow a power washing business, to so much time in here working in the field, guys, it's almost been very, very hard for me to focus on hiring and scaling my own personal business. So this fits right into my life because I'm pretty much forming a partnership with a company that already has trained employees, right? That we have a lot of work to do. But the work has already been done for me, and it's just a plug and play method where I stick myself in our new company, and I'm gonna focus on a lot on operations, obviously growing the business, contracts. We're gonna go massively hard on Christmas lights this coming year, and we might dip a little bit into hood vent cleaning. Our goal is to get a lot of reoccurring commercial work. Anything that we can increase our EBITDA and our company's value, that's gonna be our goal. And you know, guys, I started this power washing channel 2 years ago. You know, like I said earlier, you know, I don't think anyone gets in the power washing business because they wanna marry pressure washing. They get in the pressure washing business because it's a very high yield, good profit margin business that we can ride for a little bit, grow it, and, you know, do whatever you want with it. There's plenty of people out there that'll buy a very, very great business, and I can't picture myself being 38 years old in 10 years and still possibly doing this business. Maybe I am, maybe I won't, but hopefully by that time I have a family and I can spend a lot of time with my kids, and that's what I've been doing a lot in my 20s, is just growing, learning, building a business. And I feel like this play right now is just gonna be the best play for me as my channel gets bigger, as I focus more time on the program. You know, I'm kind of tapped out. You know, as of right now, we're working Monday through Friday, and there's just so much job, so much time coming in. I don't have the time to hire and train and scale and go through all that because I have a lot of other stuff that is paying me very well financially as well that I need to focus on. And there's a lot of people that are counting on me in my other ventures and whatnot. So I wanted to provide an update for you guys as of what's going on. What you can expect going forward is a lot of content based on managing people, teaching people the ins and outs of just the equipment. There's definitely gonna be a lot of how-to videos. I'm most likely gonna have a lot more time on my hands to make videos for you guys because I'm not gonna be in the field. However, I'm mainly gonna be focusing on making sure operations are in check, making sure both of our trucks are running and there's no issues, making sure customers are happy. Obviously, I'm gonna have a lot of time to bring in a lot of business between my CRM, his CRM, and going out and just being a salesperson, going back to my roots. You know, guys, I'm a very hard worker. Yes, I'm great on the truck. I've been doing it for the last 4 years, but I'm a little burnt on being on the truck, guys. I can wash, I know everything about washing, but at the end of the day, those aren't my foundational skills. I believe my skills are talking to people, getting new business, building relationships, and training people within this business, like i.e. the program, i.e. the YouTube channel, and I hope to share a lot of that knowledge with our employees. We have about 4 employees right now, so just wanted to give you guys a quick update. This has been, you know, bittersweet for me. I've built United Exterior Cleaning. Oh man, chills. I've built United Exterior Cleaning from a company that was called Awesome Wash Power Pressure Washing 4.5 years ago. What a dumb name that was, but eventually changed the name a few months later to United Exterior Cleaning and just hustle, man. I really wish I had started my channel when I started my business back in 2019, but I didn't start it till 2021. And just a lot of crap I went through with hauling a little walkable power washer everywhere to having all these snots of hoses because I had no hose reels just thrown in the back of my trucks. And, you know, and that's the one thing I keep talking about with people on my program, or I talk to coaching calls or people in the comment section. It just takes time and being persistent and consistent. I'm not trying to be like, oh, here we go, Austin's just trying to throw some motivational stuff at you. But everything that I have right now in the yard and the house and my financial situation literally came from just doing everything that I need to do on a day-to-day basis and doing it consistently over a period of time. If you do the same thing that you need to be doing every day, if you know what you need to be doing and you do it every single day and you just do it consistently enough, it's gonna be pretty damn hard for you not to get anywhere. I find that most people are struggling in this business, and when I ask them what their day-to-day or their week-to-week schedule looks like, they either don't have one, or they don't know what they're doing, or they're trying to search for their next thing to do. So, you know, if you're looking to grow a power washing business, I would just tell you, you know, get a plan, be efficient with your time. Hell, go work out, go make some lifestyle changes. Sometimes it takes transforming yourself into a brand new you to get to a brand new, you know, end solution. So if you're looking to grow your power washing business, I would love to refer you to my 6-figure pressure washing program. It's a full A to Z blueprint program with over 70 videos, including how to talk to customers, how to get jobs, you know, how to go out there and get new business, and so much more. And we're actually giving away a brand new skid, power washing skid, on April 15th. So if you want to get in that program, the link will be down below. And guys, I appreciate y'all watching my channel. I know this is probably not what y'all expected, but at this point in my life, this is the best play for me. This is the best play that I can be a part of. I can be a part of something much bigger and not just work for it. I'm an owner. I'm an owner in something that's much, much larger than where I am at right now. And the road to getting to multiple millions of dollars as far as value is just already laid out. So I appreciate y'all watching my channel. There's gonna be a lot more content coming soon. Peace. We'll see you on the next one.